Welcome to Coins Numismatics Series, your go-to channel for all things numismatics. In today's episode, we'll take a deep dive into one of the lesser discussed, yet fascinating coins in U.S. coinage history, the 1981 P Washington $quarter coin and the 1997 D Washington $quarter coin. We will cover the historical background of the coin. Its unique design features mintage numbers and production details, market value based on condition, notable errors and varieties that make this coin special, its appeal among collectors. So if you love coins, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Let's get started. Historical context of the 1981 P Washington $quarter coin. The Washington Quarter series has been a major part of American currency since its introduction in 1932, commemorating the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin remained mostly unchanged for decades, becoming one of the most iconic American coins. By the early 1980s, the Washington Quarter had already been in circulation for almost 50 years. The 1981 P Quarter was one of the last issues before a major numismatic shift in 1982, when the U.S. Mint reduced the production of uncirculated mint sets and introduced changes in coin distribution. The 1981 P Washington Quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and it was part of a time when the U.S. economy was shifting. Coin production remained high, but quality control was inconsistent, leading to several error coins, some of which are valuable today. Let's now take a look at the design of the 1981 P Washington Quarter and what makes it unique. Design features of the 1981 P Washington $quarter coin. Obverse design. The obverse of the 1981 P Washington Quarter continues to feature the classic design by John Flanagan. The left-facing portrait of George Washington is at the center. The inscription, "Liberty," is placed at the top. The motto, "In God We Trust," is on the left, just below Washington's chin. The year 1981 appears at the bottom. The letter P mint mark, indicating the Philadelphia Mint, is present, though mint marks had been absent on Philadelphia quarters before 1980. This design was simple yet powerful, emphasizing Washington's legacy as the first president of the United States. Reverse design. The reverse of the 1981 P Quarter maintains the classic heraldic eagle design, also by Flanagan. The words, "United States of America," arch across the top. Below that, the motto, "E pluribus unum," is inscribed. The eagle is shown with wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows. Below the eagle, an olive branch symbolizes peace. The denomination $quarter appears at the bottom. This reverse design had been used since 1932 and remained until 1998, when it was replaced by the 50-state quarters program in 1999. Mintage and production of the 1981 P Washington Quarter. The Philadelphia Mint was responsible for producing a large portion of circulating U.S. coinage during the early 1980s. The 1981 P Quarter was minted in high numbers, ensuring a strong presence in everyday transactions. Mintage figures. The total mintage for the 1981 P Washington Quarter was 601,716,000 coins. This made it one of the more common Washington quarters from the early 1980s. Even though the coin was minted in high numbers, finding well-preserved, high-grade examples today can be challenging due to circulation wear. Market value and collectability of the 1981 P Washington Quarter. The 1981 P Washington Quarter remains a common coin in circulated condition, but in higher mint state grades it holds significant collector value. Circulated condition value good, G4, to very fine, VF30. Face value, 25 cents to 50 cents. Extremely fine, EF40 to about uncirculated, AU58, typically worth 75 cents to $1.50. Uncirculated, mint state value, MS60 to MS63, ranges from $3 to $10. MS64 to MS66, values increase to $20 to $50. MS67 and above can reach $250 to $1,000, as these are much harder to find. Proof and special varieties. Proof quarters from 1981 were struck at the San Francisco Mint with an S mint mark, and are not to be confused with the 1981 P business strikes. Some high-quality, proof-like Philadelphia strikes can be found and may carry a slight premium. Notable errors and varieties in the 1981 P Washington Quarter error coins are always exciting for collectors, and the 1981 P Washington Quarter has several notable varieties that are worth seeking out. 1. Double die obverse. Some 1981 P quarters display doubling in liberty and in God we trust. These quarters can sell for $50 to $200 plus, depending on the severity of the doubling. Second, off-center strikes. Coins struck 5 to 10% off-center can be worth $20 to $100. More dramatic off-center errors can command even higher premiums. 3. Clipped planche errors. A clipped planche results from an improperly cut coin blank, creating a missing section of the coin. These errors can sell for $10 to $50 depending on the size of the clip. 4. Weak strikes and filled dies. Some 1981 P quarters suffer from weak strikes, especially on the eagle's feathers. While not always valuable, coins with extreme weak strikes may attract interest from error collectors. Should you collect the 1981 P Washington Quarter? The 1981 P Washington Quarter dollar coin is a great piece of modern numismatics. While not rare in circulated condition, finding a well-preserved high-grade example can be a challenge, making it a worthwhile addition to any collection. Here's what to look for: MS 65, or higher examples with sharp details and full luster. Error varieties, such as double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planches. Well-struck, proof-like specimens for extra value. If you have a 1981 P Washington Quarter, let us know in the comments below. What condition is yours in? Historical context of the 1997 D Washington Quarter dollar coin. By 1997, the Washington Quarter had been in circulation for 65 years, since its debut in 1932. However, big changes were on the horizon. The 50-state quarters program was about to launch in 1999, bringing an end to the traditional eagle reverse design that had been used since 1932. The 1997 D Washington Quarter was one of the last quarters to feature the classic eagle reverse before this monumental shift. This makes it historically significant, as it represents the final years of the traditional Washington Quarter series before a complete redesign. This quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the D mint mark. During this time, the U.S. Mint was focused on high production to meet circulation demands, but quality control varied, leading to some interesting errors and varieties. Now let's take a closer look at the design of the 1997 D Quarter. Design features of the 1997 D Washington Quarter dollar coin obverse design. The obverse of the 1997 D Washington Quarter retains John Flanagan's original 1932 portrait of George Washington. Washington faces left, a design that had remained unchanged for decades. Above his head, the word Liberty is prominently displayed. To the left of Washington, the motto, "In God We Trust," is inscribed. Below Washington's portrait, the date 1997 is struck. To the right of the bow in Washington's hair, the D mint mark signifies that this coin was minted in Denver. Even though this design had been in use for over 6 decades, it remained one of the most recognizable American coin designs of the 20th century. Reverse design. The reverse design of the 1997 D Quarter is also by John Flanagan and features the classic heraldic eagle. The eagle is shown with wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons. Below the eagle, an olive branch extends, symbolizing peace. The inscription, "United States of America," arches at the top. Beneath it, the Latin motto, "E pluribus unum," is centered above the eagle. At the bottom, the denomination quarter dollar is clearly marked. This design was used from 1932 until 1998, making the 1997 D one of the final coins in this long-running series before the major design change in 1999. Mintage and production of the 1997 D Washington Quarter. The Denver Mint produced a significant number of quarters in 1997, keeping up with the high demand for circulating coinage. Mintage figures. The total mintage for the 1997 D Washington Quarter was 596,810,000 coins, This makes it a common coin in circulated condition. However, finding high-grade, well-struck specimens can be more challenging. Because this coin was mass-produced for circulation, most 1997 D quarters show signs of wear. Mint state, MS examples, especially those in MS 67 or higher, are much scarcer and valuable. Market value and collectability of the 1997 D Washington quarter. Despite its high mintage, the 1997 D Washington quarter holds value in high grades and with certain errors. Let's break down its market value. Circulated condition value: good, G4 to very fine, VF30. Typically worth 25 cents to 50 cents, face value or slightly above. Extremely fine, EF40, to about uncirculated, AU58, ranges from 75 cents to $1.50. Uncirculated, mint state, value MS60 to MS63. Worth $2 to $5. MS64 to MS66, values increase to $10 to $30. MS67 and above can sell for $200 to $500 plus, as finding these in high grades is rare. Special varieties and proof versions were minted at the San Francisco Mint S mint mark and are separate from the 1997 D business strikes. Special collector-grade strikes, deep cameo or full strike versions, can be more desirable. Now let's look at some notable errors and varieties that make certain 1997 D quarters highly collectible. Error coins add another layer of excitement for collectors, and the 1997 D quarter has a few noteworthy ones. 1. Double die obverse error. Some 1997 D quarters have noticeable doubling on the inscriptions, particularly Liberty and In God We Trust. Depending on the severity, these coins can be worth $50 to $300. 2. Off-center strike. An off-center strike occurs when the planche isn't properly aligned during minting. 5 to 10% off-center errors can sell for $20 to $100. More extreme off-center strikes, 50% or more, can fetch $200 plus. 3. Broad strike error. Broad strike errors happen when the coin is struck without a collar, causing it to spread out and have a smooth edge instead of reading. These can be worth $20 to $75 depending on the coin's condition. 4. Clashed dies error. A die clash occurs when the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a planche, leaving behind faint ghost-like impressions. These are collectible and can fetch $50 to $150, depending on how visible the condition. Should you collect the 1997 D Washington quarter? The 1997 D Washington quarter dollar coin may seem like a common coin, but its significance as one of the last pre-state quarters designs makes it an interesting piece for collectors. Key takeaways. It was one of the last quarters with the traditional eagle reverse before the state quarters began. High-grade MS 67 or higher examples are rare and valuable. Errors like double die obverse, off-center strikes, and clashed dies can be worth hundreds of dollars. If you have a 1997 D Washington quarter, check for errors and grade quality. Let us know in the comments if you found any rare varieties. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more numismatic content. Thanks for watching Coins Numismatic Series. Happy collecting!